Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. We just got done with a firewood delivery, which is what a lot of my mornings have looked like around here lately. It's that time of the year where firewood is going out faster than we're making it. And so we're gonna work on that here a little bit later today. But what I need to get done here today is this pond dam for pond number 2. Ever since we have added that extra 2 or 3 feet to the top of it, has been very soft. I think there's a little bit of peat moss mixed in with that top layer, which is fine. You know, I'm not worried about it leaking because it's clay all underneath that. But the problem is every time I drive over it, I create ruts in it, which then, you know, perpetuates the problem of holding water, which then makes it more wet and saturated. And then when I drive over it, the ruts get worse. So today I want to get a couple loads of stone on top of this little dam here in between pond number 2 and 3 so that I can drive across this and not make it worse. Let me show you what I mean. So I think this is the best time of the year to do this. It has been extremely dry. We haven't had rain in about 2 or 3 weeks. And as you can see, pond number 2 is still empty. We are gearing up to get that pipe trenched in and underground to the upper pond because we've been having some 28, 30 degree nights. So I need to get that buried and underground so it doesn't freeze. But you can kind of see what I've been dealing with these ruts here. Anytime I drive the tractor or the pickup truck across here, and with no rain over the last 2 weeks, you can see this is still a little wet there. Still holding a little bit of water. And you can see I brought some rock in just that I've gathered around the property, cleaning some things up, put them in the bucket and brought them down here and dumped. But in order to firm this all up, I'm going to top dress this whole thing with rock similar to this, like a number 3 rock. And then I'm going to top coat that with a limestone. So if and when in the future, you know, I think this would make a pretty cool parking spot for a camper or something like that. You know, once this pond is all full, have a camper sitting up here on the dam, have nice stone underneath it so when you get out, you're not, you know, getting your shoes dirty in mud. And so that's the plan. Is I just want to really get this nice and solid so it's easy to drive across. Or if I want to park a camper in underneath there, underneath the trees, I would still need access to this to pull in and out. So that's what we're working on here today. Load of stone should be here any minute. So I decided to track all this in with the excavator tracks versus the tractor tires, because even though the tractor tires have more pounds per square inch of ground pressure, they tend to want to cut through new graded material a lot more than the tracks do. The tracks on the excavator seem to have more of a steamrolling effect, and I can get a more uniform finish than the tractor tires. Got the base rock down. Limestone will be here in the morning. Well, after almost 6 years of doing this YouTube thing and using my own property as kind of a training ground for running equipment, I think I'm getting halfway decent at running this stuff. Now, I will say I basically use that LS tractor as a skid steer. I'm not going to say it's a replacement for a skid loader, because obviously a skid loader is going to push and pull and lift a lot more, but it's also a fraction of the cost of a skid loader. I think this machine here probably runs somewhere in the neighborhood of $43,000 to $45,000. Whereas, you know, a skid loader you're looking at for a brand new machine, probably $70,000, $80,000, $100,000. So for roughly half the cost, you can still do this kind of work and get this kind of result, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. And you're going to need a little bit more skill and finesse to do it because the hydraulics aren't going to be quite as responsive or smooth as a skid loader would be. But tell you what, I think the end result here speaks for itself. But back to what I was saying about using our own property as kind of a training grounds for the equipment we have here, the excavator, the tractor, even the occasional skid loader rental here. I think that is the best way to learn how to run equipment, is on your own property, on your own schedule, on your own time. You don't have to worry about, if you screw something up, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to do it again or redo it or take a little bit longer to do it, or maybe you waste a little bit of material because you put it in the wrong spot and now it's mixed in with dirt. But it's certainly a lot less stressful than trying to learn how to operate equipment with a boss or a customer who's breathing down your neck. They want you to meet a deadline, or they need you to do something a certain way that you're not comfortable with. And I gotta say, I think after running the equipment for as long as I have, I'd be comfortable to go out and start bidding jobs and doing stuff like this. And that might be something we do here in the future, I don't know. It's definitely worth exploring. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.